Hello, Peter.
Yes! Come to Papa!
Hello everybody, welcome to the Foocast. Today I'm joined by Finn and Robert. How are you fellas doing?
He's already gone off rails. And I'm good. I'm pretty good. Anyone was asking why I didn't do the intro, I kept messing up, so I just let this geezer do it.
I did 3 times and he kept fucking it up.
It was 4 times, okay? But we got it there, we did it in the end.
I was trying to be generous, but mate, Jesus Christ.
Where's Robert at? I haven't heard him speak once.
Hello.
Speak.
Hello.
Oh, there he is.
Hello. I know, I literally...
I only respond when Finn does the intro.
I feel
That's
so...
how my curse works.
That's how his brain works. I feel so bad for Robert, literally. We've been trying to call him 8 times and he's only just woken up and it's like, what, 12:30?
Well, I was awake at 9 because I thought about when we were doing it.
Uh-huh.
And then, like, no one was on, so I was like, okay, I'm going to bed.
Well, technically you were right, but technically I woke up late. And I didn't set my alarm.
You bitch.
Well, yeah, but we're just not going to establish that as canon, so...
Oh, okay.
See, I have the power to edit this out, okay? I decide what is and what isn't canon on this podcast. So finally, it's out, okay? Now, normally they release trailers for movies, like, what, a good 6 months before the actual finished product comes out, right? What is this now, like, 3.5 months? 4 months till it's meant to come out? I'd say 3.5.
Yeah.
So... I don't know what was taking so long. Maybe it's because they had reshoots and they need to finish some CGI, or... I don't know what they were taking them so long.
Maybe they forgot to do a trailer.
Well, it's Sony, so I don't think that's the worst idea.
Just think, guys. If the trailer wasn't leaked from a phone being recorded by a phone on another phone, who knows when this trailer would have gotten released?
Wasn't it meant to be released anyway?
Well, I think a bunch of insiders and scoopers were saying stuff like, oh, it's definitely going to be at CinemaCon, but not 100% sure if it's going to be released to the public. But since some absolute hero, who is probably dead now to the hands of Feige with his bloody sniper, it's out. So, I mean, it's kind of a shame how the whole time we've been waiting for this trailer, and then the day before it just leaks, and then we already know what's out in the trailer before it actually arrives. Which is kind of a shame, you know. I heard about what was in the trailer, but I couldn't bring myself to watch it on such shit quality. Because I
never heard what was in it. The only thing I saw a thumbnail of Jamie Foxx and Willem Dafoe. That's the only thing I saw.
I saw them, but the reason why I didn't, I clicked on them because I heard that that wasn't in the trailer, so I was like, I might as well have a look at it. But yeah, I
didn't click on it because I thought that was gonna be in the trailer, but it wasn't, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, but I thought I might as well just wait one more day so I can watch it in, you know, HD, you know. So yeah, trailer's out, and
Ultra HD Blu-ray disc.
Yeah, and I am watching it on.
Is it just like a Blu-ray disc for the trailer?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You just burn it on there.
Whoa.
Certainly Sony releases the trailer on Blu-ray before the actual movie comes out. That's something Sony would do.
Home. Trailer edition.
Then there's like a director's cut, which you get the trailer and the movie with it.
But mainly the trailer.
But mainly the trailer, yeah. I was fully convinced that the trailer was going to come out, well, it was going to show, like, before the movie comes out. Hang on, that makes sense. Hang on, that makes sense. What I mean is that...
It's going to release when you go to the cinema to watch No Way Home, and it's going to be a trailer in the cinema.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Or if the trailer's the end credit scene.
Wait. Do you know what'd be, like, pretty funny? If they release, like, in like the future, they release No Way Home on Blu-ray, and one of the special features on the Blu-ray disc is the shitty quality trailer from the phone, on the phone, by a phone.
Phone edition.
Yeah, it'd be like the shitty, like, leaked version got leaked.
That's how I should play the film in the cinema. Because that would be like a leaked version of the film. From like a phone and a laptop.
You know how, like, some films like advanced screenings? yeah, for the advanced screenings, they should do like the leaked film on it, which has been recorded by a phone, and then have the actual film when it comes out.
Shout out to some dude who probably lost his flipping job in his career now for leaking that trailer. Shout out to that
I wonder
guy.
if they ever did find out who it was. I mean, if they
Apparently
did,
it was
we'd like to
like-
never know his name. He's probably 6
I've
feet
been
under at the
seeing
minute.
things. It's just like apparently it's just like some stage like staging thing that Sony did. It was like, hey,
No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't
He
have
was
done that. No, I don't believe for a second that they staged it because apparently there was some unfinished CGI in that, and they wouldn't drop a bombshell of an Alfred Molina reveal in some shitty online thing. They wouldn't do that.
also, I'm just saying, like, if with the trailer, like the leaked trailer, it wasn't even rendered. Like, it was shit quality and stuff like that. And then, like, not even like a day later, it got released in like near perfect. It was like got released in like standard quality. So someone must have recorded that, like way before like the trailer got leaked.
Yeah,
Didn't I say they had
apparently,
two versions?
apparently it was an unfinished version.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. But let's actually jump into the trailer. So
Yeah, stop.
Yeah.
Stop talking about the leak.
We'll talk about the good quality trailer, the finished one that was released. So, I went, okay, for a little story. I went out with my friends the day the trailer was out, right? And I was saying to all of them, oh my god, I'm here for a bunch of insiders, it's gonna be at 3, and all of us were getting really excited, and they were like, Finn, where's the trailer? You lied to us. And then I double-checked, and I was like, sorry guys, I double-checked, it's actually 3 a.m., not our time, not 3 p.m., so everyone was annoyed at me. So then I stayed up playing Dead by Daylight and watching movies up until 3 a.m. Such a good night. Played so many good games.
And then it got released at what, fucking 3:40 a.m. for you guys.
Yeah, 3:40. I did not care that I had to go into work the next day. I did not care in the slightest. I watched it, and dude, I was so happy with the trailer because this is also what I want to talk to you guys about.
Happy.
Yeah, because there's a guy called Happy in it. Nice one, Rob.
Yeah.
The reason I was so happy with the trailer is because all this different stuff that's in the movie, all the multiverse stuff, and it's the fact that Sony knows that we know at this point. Okay, there's no point trying to hide it. But the fact that they chose the first trailer to show the character of Peter Parker in his journey.
Do they even need to release another trailer? I don't feel like they do.
I don't think they do, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because like normally with like movies, like how like with Finn said, how the first trailer was like 6 months before the movie release.
Yeah.
So that's like the first trailer, and then the second trailer is like more fleshed out. I feel like this trailer like doesn't really need to be more fleshed out. Like we already have an understanding of the story.
Yeah. We got perfect teasers. We got an understanding of the plot. If somebody, alright, say for example, just the everyday person who like wasn't like us, right? Who always looked at all this stuff, right?
Your average Joe.
Yeah. For example, right? If they looked at that trailer, they'd get an understanding of the plot, an understanding of what's to come, like the big exciting reveals. They could not make another trailer, and I would be completely fine with that. Genuinely.
Yeah.
They could literally leave it at that.
Do you know what I like as well?
Go on.
It's not like, but it's pretty funny.
What's that?
The fact that some people thought that this movie was not going to be about his identity, like revealing and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because you know, with like other Marvel movies, how like, they've had like cliffhangers at the end, like of shit, and it's like by the next movie, it's already been resolved.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
So it's like picture like how like Spider-Man: Homecoming, like when Peter got back in and then Aunt May found out that he was Spider-Man. By the next movie, she supported him all the way.
To be fair, there was like quite a few years between those movies, like in universe as well.
Yeah, true.
I'm trying to think.
But,
I was
like-
about to. Yeah, go on.
No, no, I was gonna say something, but it wouldn't have made sense.
I'm really happy that all the stuff that's happened in this movie, great, 100% excited, but half of me was really anxious about the character of Peter Parker and the events on Far From Home just been swept under the rug. You know,
Yeah, I get you.
it's like with the whole identity thing, reading all the stuff that's happening, it doesn't really relate to anything that his identity being, like, revealed.
Yeah, like from the leaks, it didn't sound like the multiverse stuff was something he brought on.
Yeah.
It sounded like the multiverse stuff was just something that happened, and it just happened. It was on trial at the time.
Yeah.
But I like that this is actually a consequence of him trying to fix his identity
Yeah.
crisis thing.
Plus, the whole trailer was really about that, if you think about it, right? And from what I'm hearing is that a lot of what happens in the trailer is taken from about the first 30 minutes of the movie, minus a few Sinister Six stuff at the end. I think that's in there purely to build hype. But if you think about it, that's like a
Yeah.
majority of the first 30 minutes of the movie. That's like a big portion of it, just dealing with the ramifications of what Mysterio did.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, and also, there's a theory going around which is most likely going to happen, but I won't really say it until we're finished and until we're talking about this whole thing.
Hey it, bitch.
It's there's a theory going around saying that MJ or Michelle will
Yeah.
die.
I don't think that'll be true.
But it makes sense. It makes sense though, because this is Zendaya's like last film as Michelle,
Yeah.
because she signed
Maybe
on
she
for a
just
3
takes
movie.
on the name of Mary Jane Watson.
I guess, but like she's signed on as like for 3 movies,
Hmm.
and her 3 movies already up.
Well, if you think
Or
about
third
it,
one.
Tom Holland, this is technically like one of his last ones, and that there's always
Yeah,
room
like-
for them to sign a new contract.
Yeah, true.
So
But
I get what
also,
you're
like-
saying. Are you laughing
Kill
at?
off MJ.
What's he fucking laughing at?
Just thinking about how this will probably be like the first fucking Spider-Man franchise to kill off MJ permanently and not have her be his main love interest.
They won't do that. No, I've got a theory on
Unless
how.
they like kill her off, then bring in Mary Jane Watson and she's the real MJ, and it just makes us all go, what's the point in that in other MJ? We liked other MJ.
Yeah, that wasn't the
Yeah.
real MJ. It was a multiverse version of MJ.
And it's like the whole thing of like the whole bridge thing in the trailer. It happens on the Grand Washington Bridge, I believe.
Yes, yeah.
And in the comics, Gwen Stacy gets killed by Green
Goblin.
Goblin. So it could be like the whole thing of like, oh, well, Green Goblin kills MJ on the bridge.
I mean, if they do
What
that,
if
that'd be
he misses and
ballsy.
then it kills Doc Ock? It would be very ballsy, but the other theory I've heard is that MJ forgets about Peter at the end,
Yeah,
which
that's
in the trailer is kind of hinted at.
well.
Yeah.
There's a set photo around Christmas time, and it's all snowy and everything, and then he's speaking to her in like a store or something. So it could be like
yeah.
he's going to visit her, and after she doesn't know that he's Spider-Man anymore.
He kills her, yeah.
No, well, no, he doesn't kill her. He doesn't go to the store
Oh,
to kill
yeah.
her.
But also, why the fuck is there so much snow in the Sanctum?
Doctor Strange farted when he was doing a spell.
It's a great theory.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
It's a great theory.
That makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I'll give you props.
Yeah, I'll give him benefit of the doubt as props, actually. Alright, so moving on.
No, but yeah, I
Something
think that, like,
wanted to mention. You know at the beginning of the trailer when MJ and Peter are lying on the roof?
it got drip.
Well, yeah. But it reminded me of Spider-Man 3 when Peter and MJ are on the webs and like little Venom, like baby Venom falls from the sky.
Oh,
Oh,
Fetus
yeah.
Venom, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another thing. Ditko was spray painted at the back of the opening bit of the trailer when they're on the roof. Did you not see that?
Oh yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. You know, it's just a little
Okay,
nods.
my
Steve.
you'd be like, what's Ditko again?
It's just a little nods and stuff like that. You know,
Steve.
Where's it again? I forgot.
Steve Ditko
Steve
co-created
Ditko.
Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think
I was
that's
thinking
pretty
that was
cool.
from the Rainverse, and I was like, I don't remember what you're talking about.
Pardon me. But yeah, it's just stuff
I
like
had a
that.
dream.
Okay.
Yeah, but,
I'm
yeah,
going
like
to
going on
I
what
had a
if like
dream last
Finn
night
said. Oh god.
that No Way Home came out, and I was watching it, but the opening was like Doc Ock is an office worker, and that's the whole film.
Right. So it's like a reboot of The Office involving the Sinister Six.
Yeah, and he's constantly talking about how angry he is at Peter Parker, but he never actually does anything about
So
it.
like Electro's the receptionist, Green Goblin's like the
Yeah.
manager,
Women Dafoe's the CEO, who shouts at all his co-workers, all his workers.
like Rhino's like the regional manager. I'd pay money to
Rhino's
see that.
angry at Tony Stark.
I'd
for
pay
using
money.
the toilet.
Rhino works down on deliveries.
That's
Rhino
something that he
sounds
would
good.
do. I'd pay money to see that. By the way, I'm pretty positive that Rhino's not in this movie. Can I explain why?
Because who gives a shit?
Well, no. Well, yeah, actually, yeah. No one really cares about Rhino, but I'll get into reasons why. In the trailer, you really see 5 members of the Sinister Six, right? So Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, Electro, Sandman, and the Lizard, right? Pretty sure that is the Lizard. Okay, I've seen some people saying it's Venom, but they wouldn't.
I don't think it's Venom. I've
Well,
seen people
it's too
do
early
a
for
light
Venom.
thing.
Way too early for Venom.
Yeah,
I've seen people do like a light thing where they enhance the light. And if you look at it with scales, definitely look like a lizard.
yeah. They wouldn't have time
the
for
yellow
Venom.
claws.
They wouldn't have time for Venom. You know, there's no point of putting Venom in this movie, so it is the Lizard. And I've seen.
Venom feels like it should be his own solo thing.
Yeah. And I've seen various people say, like, oh, Doctor Strange's spell, which we'll talk about in a minute, it brings in 5 members of the Sinister Six. 5. So, no
Yeah,
Rhino.
I mean, like the 6th member is like, is either a new one, like a new man, or one of Tom Holland's villains.
Yeah. That,
Craven.
obviously
We
the most
finally get
famous
Aaron
being
Taylor
the Shocker.
Johnson's Craven.
no, we won't get him.
He isn't he? Yeah.
Aaron Taylor Johnson's Quicksilver.
He's the 6th member.
No, because when I heard that Rhino was potentially the 6th member, I was like... I mean, it would have been cool to get a mixture of all 3 Spider-Man villains, you know?
Yeah.
So, I reckon... right, I've seen a bunch of people say the 6th member could be Scorpion.
Hans, fucking Goblin.
I'm betting. Actually, I don't know what I'm betting on.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I haven't. Yeah. Sorry,
You
my
good?
brain fucking died.
Nah, that's good, you got this. You got this, go on.
I was
None
gonna
of that.
say. Oh, for fuck's sake! I was gonna say it could be like. Jesus Christ! I've got 3 ideas, but I don't know which one to fucking go for.
Say
first.
one of them, say one of them.
I was gonna say it could be Mysterio.
I reckon it is
If he-
Mysterio.
What's your other
Yeah.
one? What's your other one?
Vulture, where he like joins Peter and like, yo, I don't want to kill you. You're my boy. I mean, like, helps him.
It wouldn't make sense if it was anyone
That'd be
else but Mysterio. You know?
Maybe I think it's gonna be Liz Allen. Like she's upset at Peter because she broke up with him.
Well, if you think about it, imagine what her reaction must be when she found out he's Spider-Man. Just like, he left me at prom and he got my dad in prison. What a
my dad,
dick.
man.
What a dick. It's just like there's like a big build-up of like, no way, it's the final member of the Simpsons. It's just Liz Allen. she's in like
Even though
she's in like a
Get me,
mech.
Peter.
She's in like a mech from
Even though-
Aliens.
Even though
No,
my
something-
dad
even
did
something
really
got
bad
anything.
things,
Mm-hmm.
I'm angry at you.
I'm still angry at you, Peter.
You left me at prom, Peter. That was a jerk thing to do. Also, I don't think it's Scorpion.
Also, want to hear something really crazy? This is definitely not going to be like. If this won't be true, like it's a 0% chance of it happening. Ned becoming Hobgoblin.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever gonna happen.
I don't know if that will ever happen. I mean, it's up there if they do it right in the future. I mean, they've got loads of Spider-Man stuff to do in the future. You know, they've got endless stuff
I,
to do.
I
man.
don't see Ned becoming Hobgoblin at all.
What about Prowler?
I reckon they could do
don't know,
Prowler
man.
because he's technically already in the MCU.
Is there
I
any in
can
it?
What are
see
you? Are you?
Childish Gambino being a supervillain.
What are you talking about? These people being the sixth member, or are you just in general in the future?
Just in general.
Oh yeah, I could definitely
I
see
think-
loads of them being used in the
actually-
future.
I think the sixth member is James Franco. Like, actually James Franco, bro.
Right, for reals for a minute, I don't think the sixth member is Scorpion.
I don't either.
No.
They
We haven't
won't.
really done anything with him since, like, one post-credit scene.
No, because if you think about it, right, if all the stuff that's happening in the movie, they won't have enough time, and it would be stupid to shove his development in and build his character up before, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you
Like, all
wouldn't
the
get
other
that.
villains- Like, I don't think all the other villains will be able to be developed that much, but we'll get some kind of understanding of them anyway because of other movies, and then that'll probably quickly be glossed over in this one.
Yeah, because they've already had previous development, is what I'm trying to say.
And then
You know
if the sixth member is Mysterio, that's still a good
You know what's gonna
villain to
suck?
have, Peter. Hoover.
What's that?
The fact that there's a higher chance that Sony will never use the Sinister Six in like the MCU and shit like that.
We're right here. We're
I know,
right-
I know. I mean like use them again.
Oh.
I think it's pretty interesting that they're doing a multiversal Sinister Six, but at the same time,
You know
we're
what's
getting
probably
it.
happened? They're
What?
probably like, well, Spider-Man's never made it past 3 fucking films to do the Sinister Six. So they're probably like, fuck it, let's bring on the old ones.
Yeah.
Like, it's the best way you can do it. They've already been established and you've already used them before.
Plus, I
You
think
might as well just bring them in.
I think it's pretty interesting that at the same time we're building higher because all these other people are coming back, and a multiversal Sinister Six. I think that's something that nobody really would expect them to do. And plus, a few of these Sinister Six members, it's like Dr. Octopus and Green Goblin, right? You can't really do them better, as in like than
Yeah.
the other ones that they've done in previous movies.
Yeah.
It's all about
Like,
the story that
you
they
just
give
can't-
them. Like, as long as they give them something to do that warrants them coming back.
Do you know what I'm interested in?
What's
So you
that?
know Electro?
Yeah.
You know, like, the yellow boy now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you reckon that, in the Garfield universe, as I'm gonna call it,
Yeah.
that Electro actually came back from the dead, but his lightning was different because of it?
I don't know how they're going to explain it, because I've seen, like,
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing because of the whole Garfield universe.
yeah, as soon as he says that, my
Yeah,
mind
I-
instantly went to the cat eating lasagna.
I did as well, and I had to stop myself from laughing.
You had me for a second. But I don't know how they would do
Nick's-
Electro.
Can't wait to see the gap in his teeth.
I was confusing, because I remember I used to think they were 2 different actors. Like, when I
Wait,
watched
who?
Amazing Spider-Man 2, when I watched Amazing Spider-Man 2, I thought
Oh yeah.
3 Electro, and then Electro were like 2 different actors, and it confused me so fucking much. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And
Do
I'm
you
like,
think,
why did
like-
the Lightning fix his teeth? Why did he become cool? I didn't know Lightning could do that.
Alright, let's move on.
Yeah, so I reckon it would be Mysterio, because I think it's cool to have, like, for example, one villain from Tom Holland's Spider-Man universe, 2 villains from Andrew Garfield's, then 3 from Tobey Maguire's. Okay, because if the third member was Rhino, for example, it would just be like, oh, then there's no one for Tom Holland to really connect with, you know, like during the fight. So it wouldn't make sense if it was Vulture. So I reckon it would be Mysterio, and that would
Do you
kind of make
think-
sense.
Do you think we're going to get some Easter eggs to see if Maguire and Garfield Spider-Man for any of their, like, do you think we might get an Easter egg where Garfield goes, oh, Doc Ock, yeah, I've actually got some kind of vision with my Earth.
I
Or
think
Maguire goes, oh, the lizard, yeah, I actually came across him once in the sewers.
that
something
would
like
be
that.
pretty interesting. You know,
Yeah,
if
Yeah, because isn't Dr. Kurt Connors in the Raimi
He is,
Cool
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool if they didn't just like they referenced events that we haven't seen before. It's like, for example,
Yeah.
you know, the script for Spider-Man 4 involving like Vulture. It'd be cool if they kind of made some references or established that those events did happen, even though we didn't get to see the movie.
I have heard we're gonna drop a line that kind of confirms that movie happened.
Which I think that would be really, really cool. You know, I'm glad
Also,
that.
I want to
I
know.
think it'd be cool if Holland is telling all everyone as he's fought, and he like talks about Vulture, and Maguire just says, "Nah, yeah, I had a version of him too."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go on, Jaden.
As I say, there's two things I wanted to say. First thing is, I reckon one of the post-credit scenes has got to be something to do with Miles Morales.
Would make sense.
It's like it would probably be like, you know, just like what's his name, Prowler, just like walking around with his nephew or some shit like that.
I
Well, I
reckon.
have heard Miles' mum is apparently in the movie as well. Like, you know that woman in the car that Peter's talking
Yeah.
to? What
Yeah.
was Miles' mum's name again?
I'm not sure what her name
It's
is.
probably Michelle's mum.
It's stuff like this which makes us excited for just of what else is what to come. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
is it Miles' mum? Could they set
Yeah,
up
it makes
that?
us ask what if.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you did there, my friend. You have to ponder the
It was
question.
very clever, wasn't it?
Oh, okay.
Also,
Sorry. Go on. Go on.
because remember, I did say I wanted to talk about two things. This is my second thing. If we do get Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, technically, this would have been like Spider-Man would have been the first like MCU movie.
Yeah.
Technically,
Yeah. You know, yeah.
until we get to Doctor Strange too.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, since when they potentially bring in X-Men, you know. Also, on Doctor Strange, right? How do you... Okay, what's your opinion on the plot of him going to Doctor Strange to make everyone forget that he's Spider-Man?
Makes sense, because that's what he did in the comics.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
in
he
the
went to
comics,
Mephisto.
He used to go, I was getting to that. God damn it, Jaden. You ruined my groove. God damn it.
Sorry.
He goes to Doctor Strange
Yeah.
in the comics, and Doctor Strange is like, nah, bro, I can't do it. I'm too, like, weak. And then, like, Peter's like, Mephisto! Will I...
Oh, that's what you were getting to.
Yeah.
I don't
My
think it
bad,
is
I
Mephisto. I reckon it is just Doctor
I
Strange.
thought you.
I wasn't getting to that. I was just saying how, I was going to bring up how Doctor Strange has taken Mephisto's role in the, story.
I was gonna say, mind you, when it was like Mephisto in the comics, his deal was that, you know, Spider-Man and MJ's marriage was to be over.
Yeah, it's... Another thing is that I'm really happy with is that... well, okay, leaks that Daredevil could potentially be in this. Now, when I say could, it's not officially confirmed just yet. For what everyone is saying, I fully believe that he is in the movie. And that is...
I believe he's in it. I don't think that was him in the trailer.
I am skeptical if that was him or if it wasn't him. You know, I fully believe he's in the movie, but I'm not fully convinced that he's in the trailer.
Yeah.
You know, because a bunch of insiders
The
were
way
saying,
that guy was walking,
yeah,
like, that is not how a man that is blind walks. Like, he had his arms crossed and looked through the window to Peter.
yeah. And plus, he doesn't have his stick either.
I honestly don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't care if he's in the trailer or not. I just want Boy Charlie back.
Yeah, it's just the fact that in one movie we're getting Charlie Cox back, all the old villains back, and Toby and Andrew. Like, it's literally something that you dream of, and it's here. It literally blowing my mind that it's something that you could dream of, like, oh my god, imagine if this happened in a Spider-Man movie, and it's literally happening. Like, it's generally to the point where it's just like, oh shit. And I've been asking for Daredevil to come back for ages, and even though there's a few people saying like, oh, he's not going to suit up, he's just going to be his lawyer, I am fine with that. I am completely fine with that if he's just his lawyer. If he suits up, that would be too much for everything else that's going on. But the fact that he's his lawyer and he's defending him in court in the first 10 minutes of the movie, I think that is a brilliant way to tie that Daredevil show into the MCU. I think it's perfect, you know.
You just reminded me of what my other theory was about Daredevil.
Uh-huh.
So, going back to what Jay was saying about end credit scenes, I remember telling you about this thing, but I feel like 2 of the end credit scenes will be a setup for Doctor Strange in Multiverse of Madness, and a tease of Daredevil Season 4. Or Season 1.
I think that would be great if they did that.
Yeah.
It would definitely be something that relates to Multiverse of Madness, 100%. Also, I think that the teasers that they gave us in the trailer were great. As in, like, out of all the members of the Sinister Six, we got one in the flesh, as in we 100% we saw one of them, and then we just saw little flashes of other ones. It's like Green Goblin's pumpkin grenade, okay?
We got one in the flesh and one in the law.
Yeah, and it's just stuff like that. We're just It's like, you know, he's in the movie, but it builds hype. It's like if you just saw him straight away, it'd be like, oh my god, there he is. But the fact that it's building to it, you know. And
I think we found our next Willem Dafoe, guys.
Imagine if you hear laughing in like the trailer too, and like, oh my god, it's Willem Dafoe, and it just Dane DeHaan shows up. I'll be pissed. I'd throw my mic across the room.
I will walk out. I will walk out of that theater.
No, when I heard rumours of Dane DeHaan coming back as Green Goblin, I was worried as fuck. Dude, I was like, no, please, genuinely, because I like consistent good in my franchises. When I heard he was presented to come back, I was like, no, please. I made an interview.
I want consistently good, not consistently shit.
Yeah, don't bring that stuff back. I made an interview just like, oh no, I'm fine to leave it there. I don't think there's any reason to come back. I was like, thank God. Thank you.
Also, going back to the Daredevil stuff really quick. I saw this thing how it's just like, it would be cool if, like, you know, the whole, instead of this whole Sinister Six thing, it would be Kraven. Like, Kraven would be like a villain, like the villain instead.
Oh,
and, like,
yeah.
He's like, it'd be like hunting down Spider-Man and shit like that. And then, like,
I mean, he doesn't
he's
technically need to hunt him down. He knows his identity. He can just go to his house.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, like, he's, like, hired by, like, some, like, other, like, you know, villain. And then in, like, the post-credit scene, it turns out it's, like, Wilson Fisk being, like, who hired, like, Wilson Fisk who hired, like, Kraven. And then you get, like, Daredevil just, like, listening in sort of thing and, like, suited up.
That would be a kick-ass end credit scene.
Would Wilson Fisk be angry at Spider-Man because Tony Stark made him fat?
Probably.
Imagine if they did. Me and Rob were talking about this the other day. Like, you know how a lot of the Spider-Man villains.
Do you know what it is?
What?
Remember Iron Man 2? How Tony's eating all those donuts?
Oh my god. That's Wilson Fisk.
Wilson Fisk was going to eat those donuts, but guess what? Tony got to them first.
Tony got to him
Damn
first.
you, Tony Stark. Now I'll kill Spider-Man. Ah.
Because me and Rob were talking about the other day how all the different Spider-Man villains in this, because you know how all of them in the past have had a grudge against Tony Stark. We're saying stuff like, oh, they're all actually ex-Stark employees from a different multiverse, and they're all angry at Tony Stark, and now we hate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If one who is in the movie is going to be angry at Tony Stark for leaving his toilet seat up, so now he has to kill Spider-Man.
Why is that actually better than the thing that they did with him in The Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Because this gives him personality.
I'll give him that.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, yeah, I just like the whole thing. Just like, yeah, Tony Stark did us wrong. Fuck it, let's kill Spider-Man.
Yeah, we hate we hate Iron Man. What should we do? Let's go kill Spider-Man. Yeah, it's his fault. It's his fault.
Let's go kill a kid.
Yeah. Going off topic a bit, but you know the trailer when the lightning comes down and then you have the sand going up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some point in time, if that is Sandman, it kind of looks like he's protecting Peter.
Yeah, that's what a lot of other people are saying.
Yeah. And I was like, what do you guys think of that?
No, it's plausible. Yeah, it could happen.
But I actually think Sandman wasn't like, even in the actual film, he wasn't like a full-on bad guy. He was just kind of like,
he
I
just-
don't really want to be doing this, but okay.
He was in the grey area.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's another thing, I really hope that they do something with Sandman in this movie that doesn't track too much from his character.
Yeah, I got what you mean.
You know,
Yeah.
because if they just had him in there and he just hates Spider-Man and all that, right? And he's actually trying to kill him and he's actually fully part of the Sinister Six, then that
What
would
was Sandman's origin again?
he fell into a weird.
Fell in some sand.
He fell in some sand.
He was running from the cops, and he fell into some sand that was turning in a wheel.
See, we discover now that was actually owned by Stark Industries.
Oh no. But I hope that because if he's actually fully part of Sinister Six, then and he just hates Spider-Man, that would track from the ending of Spider-Man 3, and that wouldn't really add much to his arc. If anything, that would ruin that
Well,
scene.
I've heard that apparently they could be taken before their arcs are completed. If that makes sense.
Oh,
I hope not.
oh.
And then it
Yeah.
just gets inserted back to it.
I mean, because apparently, no, I don't think so. Because Alfred Molina has confirmed that he gets pulled out. He gets pulled
could
from
be.
the moment, he gets sucked into the sun sort of thing.
Yeah. He could also be that. I blank again, hang on. There could be a variant, because I was thinking this. Because we know, Tom Hiddleston is Loki. Even though
Yeah,
it could be the same
at the end.
version, when they branch off, they can go in different paths. They could be good, bad, or in the middle. It could just be that these could be variants of the versions from the movie that have gone slightly different. Well,
What do
it
you
could be a
think,
way
though?
to explain any inconsistencies.
It's exciting, but there's a lot for them to cram in and explain. Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm very cautious with this film. You know, it's
I
like
get you.
any
It's
slip up. Go on, Jaden.
Go on. Oh no, I was gonna say because you don't really want it to give a quick brief backstory on it, saying yeah, this person's here because of this. But you also don't want to flesh it out for too long, because it's what, 6 of them, and if you flesh it out for too long, that's half the movie already gone.
Well, currently there's 5. We don't know who the 6th one is, but like I said, it's probably Mysterio. So we won't really need to flesh him out, since we
Yeah, but-
already know who he is.
The point was to a certain house, just
Yeah.
all 5 of them will have big backstories that we would need to understand and shit like that before you get,
I
to the
mean,
good old fighting.
the leaks say, and the trailer kind of confirms this, but that Doctor Strange kidnaps them and puts them in prison. And in there they tell Peter where they're from and that he killed them. And
Yeah,
because
I've
of
heard that
they
as
try
well.
to, they could be in there to find out their stories a bit. Now, the one I'm most interested in is Lizard. Because he kind of he wasn't really evil, it was kind of like the Lizard taking him over. So I'm there
Yeah.
would he really have...
Oh, Robert just got off. Robert,
He's just completely foul. What?
oh, you cut off when you started talking about Lizard.
Oh, did I? Wait,
No.
what was the last thing you heard?
Last thing I heard when I was because he's actually a human or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I was saying because the Lizard part of him was what took him over.
Yeah.
But Doc Connors didn't actually want to do any of that.
It was
Unless-
uncontrollable.
Yeah, unless in this movie the Lizard's returned, but he's gone a bit more feral, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think he was in a sewer or some shit like that?
You know about when he was in the trailer?
Yeah.
I think he's in a
Um,
prison. Doctor Strange's time
Yeah,
prison
'cause
thingy.
if you look behind when Lizard jumps, you can see like an orange glow of Doctor Strange's magic has like
What's
button there.
what's Peter wearing when that whole jump thing happens?
It looks
It's-
like a black suit.
Because in the
Maybe-
trailer, we do see Peter, like, when Peter's running through, like, the food hall, we do see, like, the lizard marks, like, scratch marks on the
Oh,
costume.
when he's in Feast. Yeah, about.
I think so,
What,
yeah.
in the black and gold?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do see some, like, scratches all over his chest, so it could be...
So,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, there's like, a big, like...
Because he was running, it looked like he was running away from something. But
Or, like-
you know
or,
the
like,
guy
jumping
that was
through,
behind
like-
the counter, he kind of looked at Peter and then pointed somewhere.
Yeah.
So, which I don't know, I found that interesting because he's either running away from something or running to something.
The black and gold
Or-
That
looks...
guy's helping him.
Yeah.
Or it could be a thing, because isn't the black and gold suit where, like, Peter has, like, there's, like, the powers? Because
Oh, yeah, like,
there aren't,
magic
like,
powers.
yeah, like the magic powers, so it could be like portal hopping sort of thing.
Yeah, I have
Because
to do that
it's like
theory as well.
if you look at like the way he's running sort of thing, it looks like he's like sort of like jumping and like running sort of thing.
Mhm.
Like he's just
Oh, I
landed
get
somewhere whilst running.
Yeah.
The black and gold
I mean,
looks
it's-
really good and practical.
It does though. Like holy moly.
Yeah. What else was I gonna
I
say?
wonder if he's got the if Sandman is in it, I wonder if he got the actor back.
Oh, I'm guessing that they did. Thomas Hayden
I hope
Church.
so. I really hope so.
I
Unless
reckon
it
if
just looks like it's time for the whole movie.
I reckon he's just like just a giant monster the whole movie. He's not gonna fit in that flipping Doctor Strange time prison. They can retcon it. Oh, it's Clayface this whole time.
No, that would just put him in a
Batman.
bucket. That would just put Sam in like a sandcastle bucket.
They put him in a
Yeah,
bucket.
Put a lid on top.
Yeah, put a lid on top. They put a boot on top. I can't get out.
I've been defeated! Ah,
Oh.
damn you, Tony Stark!
His Doctor Strange's like ways of keeping them stable, like in the prisons. He'll turn Doc Ock's arms off. He'll throw Green Goblin's board thing into his chest again.
Oh,
He'll put
Yeah.
Sandman into a sand bucket.
why do you think Doctor Strange isn't gonna help him to get him back? Because I've actually you just reminded me of that.
What? Wait.
Because you'd think Doctor Strange would like help Peter in the final fight and stuff,
Yeah.
but it doesn't feel like he's going to be in the final fight because it'll just be like the three Spiderlings
Oh.
versus the Sinister Men.
I'm guessing they're gonna have a reason for
That's
it. Like
good.
he's not just gonna not help.
He like sleeps through it.
I'm guessing he slept through it. He didn't set his alarm.
See you later, Peter. See you later, Peter. This is the only screen time I have.
I'm guessing he'll be doing some multiverse fixing stuff.
Oh, yeah, actually, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, Multiverse of Madness does actually, like, you know how, like, Iron Man 2 and 4 1 kind of happen at the same time?
Yeah.
Maybe that's something similar here.
Or no, or it also could be the whole thing of like how Shang-Chi might take place at the same time as
Yeah,
Far From
because
Home.
one goes through a portal. Yeah.
because remember, like Finn said earlier, there is that time jump from the whole thing until like what it looks like to be Christmas.
Yeah, it was like Halloween and Christmas.
So it could be that sort of like time jump sort of thing. And also like Wong's like packing like bags and shit. And this is
He's
looks
going on
like he's going
vacation.
to like some temple.
Yeah. Could you imagine that if this film, Doctor Strange 2 and Shang-Chi all take place at the same time?
My God.
Imagine like Doctor Strange 2 is like, well, Peter, you took care of all those, you know, all those villains with like two other counterparts who, yeah, why don't you come help me fight the multiverse again?
That'd be pretty funny.
It's like, oh wait, why can't Wong help you? Oh yeah, he's fighting Abomination in some.
Um,
In some
Just
Yeah,
go through
Wong's in
Asian.
Mortal Kombat.
That's basically what he's doing, yeah.
And he's,
Wong's fighting fucking green motherfucker to get some 10 rings.
is literally just Marvel's Mortal Kombat, and that's what excites me about that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, the big money shot at the end of the trailer. Alfred Molina back as Dr. Octopus. Well, the de-aging looks so good.
It looked
does.
really good, yeah.
Also, people are saying that he's talking to Kobe's Peter.
He could
I see
do.
that. But if the theory that, Doctor Strange kidnaps the villain, and then Peter accidentally breaks them out, and then they go cause havoc, when he says, hello Peter, it could be directed at Tom Holland, as more of a slight, like, oh, you fucking idiot, you let us out, type thing.
Mm.
And they have already met before, because
Also,
of the prison.
what do you think that box is that Peter has?
I think that's the
When
prison that he has to help.
when
think-
Doctor Strange like pushes the fuck out of him.
Oh,
yeah, I think that is the prison.
yeah, I think that's the key, or something
Yeah.
that stops them from escaping.
From escaping. Yeah.
Also, why do you think Doctor Strange and Peter are fighting?
Because we just said.
Because he
because of,
stole it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
He's
but doesn't-
gonna
doesn't-
try and
no,
release
but
the
it do-
villain.
It doesn't
Doctor Strange is
look
gonna
like he
stop him.
doesn't look like he has it like when he's on the trains or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
he's probably trying to get
Or
it.
like
Or they're in it.
yeah, Inception. I mean, it
I
does
think,
look
I think we're
Inception
fine
with like all the
where
fucking
Peter's like, hey, we
Balling
need to let him
shit.
go. Like, they guilt trip Peter because he's like, oh, I kill him in this universe. That's Doctor Strange like, no, Peter, we cannot. The consequences will be dire. And Peter's like, no, I have to do it. And then like Peter runs off, tries to Doctor Strange finds out, and then he chases him through the Mirrorverse. And then like they fuck up
Yeah.
and the villains get released, and he's like, oh shit, I'm gonna go into my own movie now. You handle this.
He's like, I'm going back here, guys. See you later. Do you
But yeah,
think?
that's my theory.
Do you think that after all this, Sony's going to think about, okay, they really like this Spider-Man movie. They're going to do a Spider-Man 4?
oh, they'll definitely do more of them. 100%. Like, do you know how much money these
Spider-Man
movies
4,
make?
wait, when you say Spider-Man 4, what do you mean?
He means a fourth Spider-Man
Like-
movie with Tom
Like
Holland.
No, I
fourth
mean, like-
Tobey Maguire Spider-Man
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I thought you meant.
okay.
with John Malkovich, Vulture,
It
and
depends if they survive
Bruce
this
Campbell,
movie.
Mysterio.
Yeah, it also depends. Right now, I guess not. I was going to say, depends on whether or not like, the events of that have actually happened, but they could just tell a prequel about it, I guess.
Well, if you think about it, the
Also-
concept of Toby and Andrew even coming back is something that we'd never
Yeah.
even dream of happening.
Also, I'm looking at it now. I completely forgot that Bryce Dallas Howard was
Oh yeah,
Gwen
he was Gwen
Stacy.
Stacy. I found that out like a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, huh.
I also
Interesting.
forgot that Joe Manganiello was Flash Thompson.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah, Deathstroke.
Wait, who's that again? I reckon.
Deathstroke from the Snyder
Yeah.
Cut.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's both Flash and Deathstroke.
Maybe that was Deathstroke because he did look like 35 as
Okay.
Flash Thompson.
Okay, here's another going back to the Sinister Six for a second. I've got another villain to put in there, to, like for the number 6 position,
Flash Thompson.
Mr. Ditkovich. You know, the rent guy.
Tony Stark didn't give him
mate,
rent.
He's pissed.
And
Tony
he's-
Stark didn't sit at his damn door.
He's the one who actually bought Stark Tower.
How'd he buy
Do you
it?
think
Tony
we'll,
never gave
do
him
you
rent.
think we'll find out who bought Stark Tower in this?
Maybe.
If the leaks are true, and Norman Osborn somehow appeared years before the Avengers were like around, then it's probably going to be Norman Osborn,
Yeah.
and it's going to be like, "Hello, my fellow supervillains. This is now where we live." That's how he's going to say it.
I really hope they don't do something with Stark technology in this movie. I really hope that they don't. I am pretty excited
Yeah.
to see, out of all the members of Sinister Six, who are you most excited to see back?
Green Goblin and Doc Ock, definitely.
For me, it's them
definitely.
as well. More Green Goblin than anything, because I've heard that he is going to be like the main villain of the movie, and I'm going to be looking forward to all these like people's ranking of best MCU villains, and I'll see Green Goblin right at the very top.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'm most excited to see like either Green Goblin or Doc Ock, but I'm not the most intrigued to see them. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I can kind of work out what they're going to be doing, but with characters like Sandman, Lizard, and Electro, I'm kind of intrigued to see how they do their story.
Yeah, same. Especially Electro. That man had a glow up. Have you seen his the picture of him in a construction jacket?
Man's a construction worker now for Stark Industries.
And he got
like,
fired.
give him enough money.
And yeah,
So
and now
he's like mad at Tony Stark.
and now he's angry at Spider-Man. Like,
Yeah.
no, the Lizard was actually like Tony Stark's pet, and he didn't feed him enough, and he become mutated. And he's angry at Spider-Man.
But Tony Stark forgot to feed him, and Pepper threw him into a sewer. So now he's angry
Yeah,
at Spider-Man.
yeah, and he trained with the Ninja Turtles. That's how he became like really good at fighting.
Do you think we're gonna get Tobey Maguire's Peter back after the moment that he'll remember that, he put his best he basically made his best friend lose his memory, and he's happy about it.
Yeah, I think this will be a I think all the Spider-Man are probably taken after their last movies.
I hope not with the two Spider-Men, because I'd like to see what their stories were like after,
One's fat, one's
I
old.
want to know what happens to each of them. Like, there's a scene from Amazing Spider-Man 2 where Peter meets MJ.
Yeah. Well, I
It'd
mean,
be kind of cool
yeah.
to see if Aunt Garfield references that. Like, because that'd be kind of cool to see all the Peters now have their MJs.
Yeah, because Kirsten
Do you
Dunst is in
think
this.
we'll see? Do you think we'll see Andrew Garfield's version of Gwen Stacy, or like a mention of who it is?
We'll probably get a mention.
But I don't think she'll show up.
Yeah. I don't see a reason why she would.
Because it would be cool to see like who would have gotten the chance to play her in the Garfield movies.
You know what I think would be
Probably
really
Emma
interesting? Maybe when they do a live-action Spider-Gwen at some point, I think that'd be interesting to see her, Emma Stone, play her.
Yeah, that was meant to happen, wasn't it, as well? Like, in
wasn't
Amazing Spider-Man 3 or something.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure if that was meant to happen. I think because
Well,
Emma
like,
Stone's
hang on.
pregnant.
Amazing Spider-Man 3 and 4, I think, were meant to be a two-parter. It was meant to be for Sinister Six. I mean, at some point, Captain Stacy was meant to come back from the dead or something.
I read something that Peter
Ren
had like
come
the
back?
power to choose who he wants to come back from the dead.
Yeah, and he chooses him for some reason.
He chooses Captain Stacy.
He's like, you're who I really love.
Yeah, I don't like your daughter anymore, Captain Stacy. Your luscious lips, your cute eyes. I'm bringing you back. Captain Stacy's actually the sixth member of the Sinister Six.
You're like, you killed my daughter, you dumb fuck.
You didn't.
But you didn't bring her back when you had the
I
chance.
told you not
brought
to
me
go
back.
near my daughter.
And when you did it so much, she died.
So he joins forces with the lizard who killed him.
The number 6 is actually Uncle Ben.
Which
He's not
I told you,
he's not
great
actually
power,
dead.
great responsibility.
they promised me I wouldn't die again if I joined the Sinister Six.
Turns
I
out
think-
he's the one who he's the one who let them all there in the
He let
first
him
place.
He gave him away.
Uncle Ben is the man behind everything.
Looking
the one
in the
who
shadows.
He's like, I shot myself and fixed my dad.
He's the one who told Damage to Control to go towards Adrian Toombs
He
and
was
all that.
he was the dude in
Yeah.
the hat in the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
He's a bigger villain than Thanos and Kang.
That's,
Can be
it.
like the new
that's why we
villain.
never
Uncle
see him
Ben's
die in the
Phase 4 and
MCU.
5 villain.
Exactly, he's not dead. He's just like in limbo.
He was just
He's in,
faking
like,
it.
He's in the cosmos at the minute. Oh, do you know what'd be kind of interesting?
Go
if
on.
Maguire and Garfield meet MCU, aren't they?
Oh.
Like, I don't think that's anything anyone really considered. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah. That
Like,
would be
while she
kind of
like
cool.
feeds them all, she just starts treating them as like normal Peter. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty funny if like they make a Joker is like, God damn, this Aunt May's the
hot.
same age as me.
That would be funny.
And it's like, damn dude, she's old enough to be your sister. And they're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Maybe
Oh,
start making like really
that-
meta
that-
jokes that the fans have made.
that can be
throughout the
that can
years.
be a post credit scene because do you know at the end of every Spider-Man film they have a hint to the word of fuck. So they could do a
Yeah.
little joke as like where they joke around and Tom Holland's Peter's like, what the fuck?
And it's Andrew and flipping Aunt May getting married or something.
No.
That'll be amazing.
What if Happy Hogan gets shot, like gets killed off on this?
I'll be sad.
I would be sad as well.
If Daredevil gets shot and killed in this, I'd be flipping upset. I'd be rioting. See me at Feige's door like, what is
lucky-
this?
Lucky for you, Finn, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Thank God. But yeah, this trailer, it showed more of Peter Parker and his story than...
Yes.
And, we got, like, hints of multiverse stuff. We actually got shown what the movie's about, but I'm happy that they focus more on Peter Parker. And that's what hopefully this whole movie's going to be about, is just, like, his story. They're not going to track from it.
I did
Yeah.
see another thing about how like the Andrew and Maguire Parkers are going to kind of help our Peter a bit.
Yeah.
Like, on his journey as well. If you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
we're going to be like Spider mentors, Parker mentors to little Parker.
I
That is
think
his new name.
I think Tom Holland has had enough of mentors.
Well,
Nah,
technically,
need him.
well, he's only really had Tony Stark. Like, anyone else wasn't really a mentor to him.
Yeah.
Right.
But he can have himself as him. But I think these would be more of a like, they push him towards like, becoming... I don't know, I don't want to say becoming Spider-Man because he's already Spider-Man. But I want to say like, maybe trusting in himself more that... And feeling like
Yeah.
worthy of being like the next Iron Man, with an Avenger and like... worthy of being Spider-Man type thing.
Personally, like I would think would be like would be like a really cool scene to like introduce like Toby or Andrew would be like, say like Tom Holland is like sitting on like he's thinking like he's like upset and he's like thinking about like what he's gonna do and shit like that. So
Yeah.
he's like sitting on a roof, like the legs dangling off, and then all of a sudden he like web slinging, and then like one of the other Spider-Men to like land beside him, and then that's when like they reveal themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that should be a reveal, just because I think that'd be kind of weird if that's how
Yeah.
they do it. But I think it would just be a cool scene in general to have of all three Spider-Men on a rooftop
And
talking.
yeah, and it's like Tom
Spider-Man.
Holland's Spider-Man takes lessons learned from the other Spider-Men,
Yeah,
which I think would be
Yeah.
really, really cool.
and then they get interrupted by J. Jonah Jameson,
Yeah,
and they all get simultaneously pissed off at him.
yeah. God, I hate that guy.
And
I used to
what
work for him. Used to work for that guy.
Yeah,
It's like, wow, J. Jonah Jameson's doing that sort of stuff now.
no, they all look at him and goes, "He looks the exact same as he does in my universe."
Yeah.
And then Andrew Garfield's like, wait, who is that guy?
No, he says it as well, man. Just for the memes.
No, he
Oh no, he says that he works
he's-
for a Jameson in the Amazing Spider-Man movies. We just never get to see him.
Does he?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think that'd be really, really cool. Plus, I hope we get a scene where they talk
God.
they talk about Tobey Maguire's like artificial web shooters.
Where's that stuff coming out of you?
He says, "Is that stuff coming out of you?" I think-
We need to do the meme of what, you know, the Spider-Man meme where they all see each other and point at each other.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We need to do that.
Imagine.
All three of them, like that's their meeting. That's their first meeting.
As soon as they
We
meet,
just go,
yeah,
Yeah.
that would be cool. That would make everyone happy.
do you know what they should also do?
What would we? Well, we say that again. Sorry, I just
You
like
know
zoned out.
Spider-Man meme?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
And also, another thing they need to do, but wouldn't make any sense, but it'd be cool if they did, is they have J.K. Simmons, right? They play 3 different versions of J. Jonah Jameson, but all 3 of them meet, and all do like a show together, talking about how much of a menace Spider-Man is. I think that would be
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh, wouldn't it be cool?
What's
So
that?
like, do you know how we never got to like going off what Robert's like saying? Do you know how we like never see like Andrew Garfield's Jameson?
Hmm.
So it's like, the 3 Jamesons are like have their own show and shit like that. So you got like, the Sam Raimi one just like sitting down with the John Watts one, and then
Mm.
on a video, and then they have the one from the Andrew Garfield universe on a video call, like joining them,
Yeah.
but he doesn't like have his face cam on, so it's just like this, like the default icon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. It's just like cartoon version of him.
I do think it's cool
Or-
how the
Yeah.
Jameson we've got in the MCU, because obviously, newspapers and just like news, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're not actually
Yeah.
in with
Yeah.
these times, it's all on your phones and stuff, and it's like in the PS4 game, it's like he did like a podcast,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, that's how you get information out these days.
yeah. So I like that they're not doing the exact same
oh,
version.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I don't remember if people complained about it, but I don't think it makes sense for in this iteration for it to be newspaper. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like what you said. Like, no one reads it. It's all on your phone, on your laptop, on YouTube. Like, that's how people find out information these days.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll get Tom Maguire's famous line of "Pizza time"?
I don't know.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, but I don't
maybe.
know.
Do you know how we're saying how
I
it'd
hope
be
so.
cool if all 3 of them were sat on a rooftop? It'd
Yeah.
be cool if that scene opened up with just
Eating
Andrew
pizza.
and Holland sitting down talking for a bit.
Eating pizza.
And
And then he
the guy
swings.
turned up like pizza time.
Yeah, and he swings him with pizza. Oh, that would be okay. That would make the entire fandom happy.
That would make this the best MCU movie ever.
It
Yeah.
would be. Oh my, yeah.
Do you know what would be interesting though? If somehow Maguire and Garfield don't go back to their own universes at the end of the movie. Like, they just get
Nah, I'm
stuck
gonna
out.
stick around for a bit.
Yeah.
Like this, I sort of like this place. I'm gonna stick around for a bit.
Then 2 seconds after that, they start the Instagram. And what's the matter, Sony? I'm being summoned.
Calling me back. Damn it. Oh god. Oh, my contract. Oh.
And so does Tom Holland Spider-Man. No. I mean, it just ends. Then there's just no more Spider-Man movies
They
ever.
all like get fan off by Sony in that moment.
Yeah. And then in the last movies, they can't reference those events because if they say Spider-Man, they get copyrighted. They'll say, "Oh, remember Bug Boy?" or some shit.
Holy
Bug
shit!
Boy and Bugman.
No, wait, I just thought of something. So,
Yeah.
do you know like what you just said, right? How like they at the end they think of Stain, right?
Hmm.
Let's think back to the Morbius trailer of how when Morbius is going through the alleyways, we
Oh.
see a picture of Spider-Man.
Oh
It's
yeah.
the Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
Maguire. Yeah.
So, maybe some people in the Morbius movie still think Spider-Man's a bad guy and should be locked up in prison or some shit like that. But they've seen too much of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, so they're thinking he's the main one.
Maybe people just get confused. Right, the two Spider-Man, the suits look different. We fucking know.
It's
The
it's
same
Night Monkey.
person.
Night Monkey.
Tom Holland
Maybe
Spider-Man.
people are still confused about that. Like, if people in Peter's class are like, wait a minute, who was Spider Monkey then? I mean, Night Monkey. Like, we just get
So
really
Spider-Monkey
confused.
Pinton.
I know, that's why I said it. I got confused.
He could still do a Spider-Man gig, but he could just take on the mantle of Night Monkey.
I hope that they show Peter's classmates seeing his reveal, like Flash and Betty.
Yeah.
I hope, and with teachers. I hope they just show them seeing what their initial reaction is. instead of just they turn up to school and then we see their reaction.
Imagine it's
Like, I
just
want to see it in the moment.
it's just Flash getting like a tattoo of Spider-Man on his arm, and then he finds it out, and he's like, "Oh, I got Peter Parker on my arm
He
now."
immediately gets the knife and cuts it off. He's like,
Also,
oh,
No.
Flash dyed his fucking hair.
oh yeah, he's like in the back. He's got blonde hair, if I even is him. Which I
Oh,
think
it is
Yeah.
Flash. It is Flash.
Yeah.
I
Also,
think,
just
it's
all,
interesting. He's walking with Peter then as well. So
yeah.
he's probably like self-promoted himself to Peter's bodyguard. I feel like. Like,
Didn't
It'll be cool if
what
it's
I
like a
like
scene.
about this as well?
oh, go on.
So like in the first movie, like when Peter's like in school, like walking through the hallways, it's like no one even notices him.
Oh,
And in this
yeah.
one, everyone notices him for a bad
Yeah.
reason, but still, point still stands.
It'd be kind of cool if there's a scene where like Peter's getting chased by the police, but he doesn't want to fight back. Flash Thompson comes in and like stalls the police so Peter can escape. And then at the end of the movie, they all forget Peter's identity, and Flash immediately goes back to being a dick to him.
That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then Joe Manganiello's Flash Thompson punches this Flash Thompson.
Like he just comes up. That's like an end credit scene.
He's the sixth
Yeah.
member of the Sinister Six. I don't want to fight you, Flash. I want to fight me neither.
What if this movie is like a Guardians of the Galaxy how they have like what 5 post-credit scenes?
Yeah. like, and 3 of them are just jokes. I wouldn't mind that.
Imagine if
It's like,
people are like
you get-
excited for like the end credits scene. I go, what it's gonna be? It's just a fucking ant playing the drums again.
That'd be fun. Oh, another thing. That I forgot. I was going to bring it up earlier, but I forgot about it. But was it in Spider-Man 2? Was it? Do you know how in Doc Ock's fucking near the center of his tentacles, how they're red?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're gonna
Yeah.
bring up.
Yeah, wasn't that because it was the chip
They'll be
controlling them?
Yeah.
they're all controlled.
And then in the trailer, we see that they're red again. So it could be that
Yeah.
those chips are in control again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Oh,
I just hope that they
can't
don't.
explain it.
I just hope they don't mess up any of their arcs. I hope that they don't. I reckon at the end of the movie that they'll be all good again.
Yeah.
Well,
But I mean,
some might be dead.
Green Goblin's arc was just he was bad. And then he died bad.
Yeah.
So he's just come bad again.
Who
It's not
knows?
interesting,
Doc Ock
it's got Shanghai.
might fly into the sun again.
But this time he flies into the actual sun. He just hovers towards it slowly. And it's really confusing. And
He
no one
gets
knows
shot
how
out
to
into
do
space.
it. Built by something from Stark Industries.
A Stark Industries slingshot. Yeah.
Seen a theory, like, well, not theory, but like I think it was like some concept like ideas, and how like for Doc Ock in this movie, Stark Industries built the the tentacles.
Mm.
So that'd be pretty cool.
Tentacles
Tony-
built by Tony Stark.
Yeah, in that case, Tony
That's
Stark's
right,
like
Doc Ock.
increasingly a villain. He keeps making bad stuff.
Tony Stark created the Sinister Six. He wronged them all. and
You know,
told them,
technically,
"Nah,
like
they won't
Tony
remember
Stark's
Spider-Man."
like the main villain of the Spider-Man movies.
Technically,
He's
Is
the
it-
sixth member.
Because if you think about it,
he takes
because
his
if you think about
suit.
it, everything that's happened to Peter was of Tony.
Yeah.
Like even like Peter's depression because of Tony Stark's death is because of Tony.
Yeah, fuck Tony, man. He should have died to save the planet.
Oh,
Fuck that guy.
you know in the Iron Spider scenes on the bridge at the end, right? I've seen a few
Yeah,
people
yeah.
saying that they are there to debate the audience for when the integrated suit is put in. Do you think that's actually there in the movie or not?
I'm not sure. I have seen people say the CGI looks a bit wonky, but it doesn't look complete. Which would
Yeah.
make sense if A, they haven't completed the CGI yet, and B, if it is a new suit, so they just put this one over top not to reveal it.
Yeah, maybe.
So it could be. It could be.
It'll be like a little joke actually, like shit, wrong suit, and he like does it again, and he gets like to the actual
He
suit.
just keeps switching different suits.
I think the...
I do.
Sorry, you go. You go.
Oh,
I was going to say, I wonder if after this movie, if we'll go more into like Spider-Man lore with different Spider people. Because
Cosmic
there's still like
Spider.
little Spider people they could do
Spider-Man,
that can just exist already, like the clone
Spider-Ham.
Spider-Ham.
Aren't we getting like Spider-Woman at one point?
I don't know.
Maybe in the
They are.
future. Oh, I think the black and gold. At first, I'm not sure if I like this suit. Now, I really, really like the black and gold
I really
suit.
like
Dig it. I dig it.
And-
I
I
dig
wonder
it.
why they designed it that way. like, in universe.
I think that from what I've seen, it is actually the black and red, but all the red has been stripped off of it. Because all battle damage, maybe, or something like that. That's what I reckon it is. I reckon it's the same suit.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
That's what I'm guessing. If that's the
I reckon
case,
I've
that'd
seen
be
it, doesn't
cool.
kind of look the same.
Oh,
It's really different.
if you compare the two, it is literally just like, because they've got all like the weird like gold technology stuff all like where the red bit should be.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it is the same suit. Which if that's the case, I think that's a really cool concept.
I wonder if Toby and Andrew be getting different suits.
No, I don't think they will do.
Different suits.
I don't think they will do.
Ah, pussies.
I
Gonna die.
so hope they have their like original suits.
No,
They probably will.
I reckon that they do. Oh, also, right? Do you know how Toby's Spider-Man suit is incredibly thin? How it breaks so easily just when he's like stretching,
Yeah.
right? Dude's gonna
Yeah.
have like nothing left to wear at the end of the third act.
He's gonna be naked.
He's literally gonna be running around in his
um,
pants.
Yeah,
He's-
he's gonna be
he's-
that suit from Spider-Man game. You know, it's just him
Yeah.
with a mask and the underwear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. That's literally what it's going to be at the end. Like same underwear as well.
I do think, though, if it is like, they have to fight Sinister Six, and they need different suits to do it, I do think it would make sense if Toby and Andrew got different suits just to help fight the Sinister Six. And then, like, they go back to their normal
I'd
suits, or
prefer it if they just had the
or
OG.
get, like, other suits.
You know what I am looking forward
I
to?
just think it's
Seeing the
weird,
concept art. I'm looking forward to seeing like when after the movie comes out, seeing a bunch of like concept art of like other like what other Spider-Man and Sinister Six members could have looked like. That's what I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to.
I just want to see if the electric.
You know what would be really funny as well?
What's that?
So it's just like, you know, how all them like Sinister Six members like get pulled in, like, it's all like different like portals and stuff like that, so that they'll go through, and then like in a post-credit scene, we'll see like Rhino like and have him like near a portal, and then like he'll like charge towards it, like trying to get through it, but just before he gets to it, it closes off.
He like goes halfway through and he closes, and it closes in on him and he dies.
Yeah.
So
I
then why
am
does he
the
never
Rhino.
And he turns into Calendar Man. Because Paul Giamatti would actually be a pretty good Calendar Man.
I reckon he would do. That's the sixth
Yeah.
member of the Sinister Six, Calendar Man.
Calendar Man.
He throws calendars at people. Tony Stark got my wrong day of the month, and now I hate Spider-Man.
Wait, here's one.
What is he, a female?
I thought he was going to say, like, Tony Stark got the date wrong for my birthday, but you're like, you got my wrong day of
I'd like
I'm
that.
gonna get so much hate for that.
No, we're
I'm gonna
not.
get so much hate for that.
Not if I cut it out, which I won't.
Well, yeah, don't cut it out.
I'm not going
I'm
to. It's
still gonna
too
get a lot
funny.
of shit for it.
Why would he get hate for that?
I don't know.
Jaden, you're a weird guy.
He is a
Yeah,
weird
man.
guy. Is there anything else we want to say about the trailer?
I don't think so.
I think it'll be kind of cool to see continuations of Garfield and Toby after the movie.
I genuinely thought you were going. Yeah, I genuinely thought it was talking about the fucking cat again.
Garfield. I
Wait, you
keep
thought talking
thinking
about
too
what,
about
the pie?
No, the cat.
like Bill Murray's
Garfield.
Oh!
Bill.
No. Well, Anyway, I think it'd be kind of cool even
Is
if it's
this-
not like a movie.
Is this
if
the
it's like
way
a
Bill
Disney
Murray
Plus
makes his
show,
way to the MCU?
Garfield.
Garfield, man.
Yeah, what were you
He's
saying,
the big
Robert?
bad.
That's how he makes the way
It'd be
to
cool if they just got like their own movies again.
That would
just
be
to
cool.
Finish off their stories.
Or if they showed up in
I
Multiverse
was
of
gonna
Madness.
say a Disney Plus show, but then again, Sony won't fucking allow it because Spider-Man isn't even on Disney Plus. 'cause
Yeah.
they're dickheads.
But yeah, I would like them to show up again. It's so surreal how it's like... It's just weird to see that pre-existing characters from other Marvel franchises now in the MCU. Like, it's just kind of
Yeah.
surreal
Yeah.
to think about.
What would you do if in the movie Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man says, "Oh yeah, I've got my own team of superheroes as well," and he just named up Ghost Rider and Punisher, and it's like the most odd group of heroes that could ever team up.
It would be cool if they mentioned, like, oh, on my universe, the Avengers did. Like, they've got their own version of the Avengers on their own Earth.
Yeah, but it's like isn't necessarily like Iron Man or Captain America either.
Oh yeah, it's like their own
Nicolas
people.
Cage, Ghost Rider, Thomas Jane, Punisher.
What, Nicolas Cage
Mary
Ghost Rider
Jane.
or Nicolas Cage and Ghost Rider?
Nicolas Cage
Oh.
and Ghost Rider.
Nicolas Cage from Snake Eyes. The purple coat and the doves and the golden guns.
Wait, Nicolas Cage played Snake Eyes?
No,
That's
he was in a
supposed to
movie.
be-
He was in a movie called Snake Eyes. Nothing to
Oh.
do with G.I. Joe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh. I was a bit confused. I was like, was he in the first G.I. Joe movie? I was thinking, like, I don't think he was.
I was like, was he Cobra Commando?
Yeah.
What the hell was he talking about? What's this mad Australian
Also,
bloke talking
I mean,
about?
maybe
doesn't that mean if Spider-Man, is obviously if Tom Maguire is obviously in the movie, does that mean Thomas Jane Punisher is as well?
No,
Because
not in the slightest.
It won't, no, because he won't be in it.
I mean, like not in it, but doesn't that mean like he's still part of like the universe then? Because isn't it like there's a scene in like Spider-Man 2 where like MJ is running from like her wedding, and then like Thomas Jane Punisher just like turns around.
Everyone there.
He snipes her. You ain't leaving this wedding.
that'll be-
if
that-
Kirsten Dunst MJ is in this movie, she's better written than she was in both movies.
She just screams the whole time.
I'm in trouble again! Ah!
I'm coming, Mary Jane.
And then it's like, oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah,
What's she working at a fucking corner shop for? What's going on?
I reckon that she is in this movie though, and I'm excited for the second trailer. They've got to show at least one of the Spider-Man in the second trailer.
Maybe I'm not even sure, I'm just like,
A tease,
I don't know.
or just a bit of web, and just be like, "Who was that?"
Oh my god,
Or
it's
like-
Spider-Man!
Or like one of the spider suits.
Yeah. Or maybe the ending of the trailer is just Tom turning
It's a
around
time.
to ask them the question, and then it just ends on both Toby and Andrew just standing there, confused.
Hey everyone.
Staring off into the distance. Just, hey everyone. He just dubbed Tom Holland's voice over them, saying that.
Yeah. So, wait, overall, okay, this was a kick-ass trailer. It didn't show loads. It showed us, like, just little snippets of the members, and we got Doc Ock at the end,
Yeah.
and then the whole episode, what the fuck am I talking about? The trailer was mainly focused on Peter
I don't know what the
Parker.
fuck you're talking about.
Like, right, let me explain. I know exactly what I'm talking about. The whole trailer was really just Jaden support. You have no idea what you're talking about. Yes, I do. Stop putting me down, you
Jeez.
Australian guy. Yeah, it was
Is Queen Australian gay?
Australian
He
guy.
said Australian guy.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm really tired.
Don't be tired, be awake.
But yeah, oh yeah. So yeah, the trailer was, yeah, I'm very glad it was character focused, and it really looks like they're actually doing something with the arc of Peter Parker in the MCU. They're not just having stuff happen for the sake of it. He's actually getting some character stuff, They're not sweeping the identity thing under the rug, which is what I'm very happy about.
Yeah, we're not like giving us a premise and then like completely fucking it up by doing like side quests.
Yeah,
Like all the things.
yeah, like the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Alright, is there anything
Talking about.
is there anything else you guys want to speak about, or?
It'll be cool if in the like the final fight scene, right? You have the Spider-Men using their powers together, like
They're crossing the
have a team where
streams.
they're all running. Yeah, we're running together, and we're like using the web and jumping over each other to like get to an enemy to defeat.
Oh, like in Spider-Verse when they took out Dr. Octopus.
Yeah.
That would be yes, that would be really cool. Where they get one using like a web and they swing it over.
It'll be so cool.
That would be
Pretty
really
cool.
cool. Yeah.
It's gonna be funny, but like pretty sad at the same time.
What's that?
Like have like a little bit of like a Deadpool joke where it's just like, you know, all like 3 Spider-Men are swinging like to stop like the Sinister Six, but like Andrew Garfield's like web gets like caught in like something and he gets like, you know, murdered and killed.
Oh god. I thought he was gonna get stuck in something and be like swing around each other and get confused because they've never been around like other spider people before. But you just went, nah, he fucking dies. And then that's it.
But like the whole reason why I like bring up the whole Deadpool joke because it's like having Deadpool 2, like he's got Task Force or like no Task Force,
Yeah.
like Weapon X.
I thought
But then they all
originally gonna
die.
say was when they're swinging, they get caught on each other and crash into like a building. And then
That'd be
kind of
pretty
just pans to
funny,
Deadpool on the side. I thought that's what you were gonna say.
He's sitting there, like, you know, like the bridge scene in Deadpool 1 where he's sitting
Yeah.
there just colouring.
He just like throws a
He's
sword
drawing
at them. And they all get caught. They swing it around each other. They hit a building. They get
They
caught.
all simultaneously run into like a helicopter blade and die. I mean, that's the end of the movie.
Deadpool throws a sword at them, trying to like get them like untangled.
Just to help them. But you actually
accidentally,
stab them.
accident-
One sword goes through all 3 of them.
accidentally misses, and the sword goes through Andrew Garfield.
It goes through all 3 of them.
And then they
Goodbye.
all fall on a helicopter blade and die.
And then Miles comes in and then the movie ends. But like the animated one.
That'd be a good introduction for Miles.
No, it
What?
wouldn't.
The all 3 Spider-Men accidentally died because they all
Yeah.
got tangled up and Deadpool threw a sword at them.
And the
so they fall
animated
into
version
helicopter
shows
blade.
up.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah,
like,
and then like,
hey, all these Spider-Man just died. Maybe we need a new Spider hero.
Well, we know, okay,
fucking
well, now
Miles.
we know who's written the Amazing Spider-Man movies. It's this guy right here with the bullshit coming out of his mouth.
Hey, hello.
Now, hey, it's me.
hey, it's me.
Takes his mouth.
Hello.
Jaden is
It's all
AV
3 of
Arad.
us.
You must die for that. Alright, you guys ready to wrap up? Dude,
you guys should have seen my concept for the Amazing Spider-Man 3. Wow, that was a doozy to write.
it was ass. Did you write it in your sleep?
No,
Oh,
I went on LSD.
I don't know. let's just move on.
He's just like, how did you write that movie? Oh no.
So Matt, he stopped talking for ages and went, oh no. Like, you were so out of it. But you didn't even know you've been
I
he like lagged behind.
I
a bit
thought
and
he
you
went
were
back to sleep. So what urged you to write the first Amazing Spider-Man movies? What was your inspiration? I don't know. I kind of made up as I went along.
So, it's like, so, what convinced you to write these movies? I don't know.
What's Spider-Man?
You know what movies?
What movies? What?
What's a movie? Wait, who's Spider-Man again?
It wouldn't surprise me if the people behind the Amazing Spider-Man movies didn't know what Spider-Man was.
I quite like the first one.
Well, now I'm gonna win.
We know you do.
Well, now I'm gonna win the podcast now. After you've said that,
Wait, what contest?
a podcast, not contest.
Oh, I thought you said I'm cutting you out of the contest. And I was like, what fucking contest, man? I didn't like the second one.
Oh yeah, the second
I
one
remember going to
sucked.
the cinema and seeing the second one. Yeah, I remember going to see it, and that's the first time I was genuinely disappointed in watching a movie.
I was I think I was like 12 when that came out, and that was the first time I knew that movies could be bad.
Yeah. I was
Do you want to know why the Amazing Spider-Man movies aren't that great?
No, that's end of podcast now.
Because you know, the director for them, right? Mark Webb.
Yeah.
He's known for directing music videos.
I think they hired him purely because his last name was Webb, and Sony were like, genius!
I was just about to say something about his last name being Webb.
Not even... Actually, no, he did 500 Days of Summer.
Yeah, and that's a kick-ass movie.
Was that
But then he
was
was
the
the
third
biggest
film?
Spider-Man. No, that's the one with Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh.
Okay, well, this cast is coming up to an hour and 40 minutes, so we should probably end it here.
Oh, Jesus Christ, is that actually?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Oh my god, it has.
thank you guys so much for watching this video. We'll be back to talk about more What If episodes and more stuff in the future, so thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you guys in the next one.